Alright, time to continue part 2 here on this sub. And let's do some stuff here. Let's take a little bit of this area here and just play around with it. Let's inset this. And let's see what we want to do here. Let's just extrude it in. Maybe we'll extrude it out again like that. Inset. Loop tools, circle, and we'll do something here. Pull it in. I'm gonna just delete that face for now. I'll use that for something, I don't know what, refueling or something. And I'm gonna do a similar one down here, actually on here. Let's grab this, inset. Now that will bring in those edges with the mean crease, so I'm going to select those and press N and come to item and bring that to 0. And to close that, let's grab that area again and let's see, I might inset one more time and then extrude it in a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing, extrude it out just a little bit and grab this eye to inset, pull it in. Use loop tools to make a circle out of it. Inset a bit more. Extrude it in and delete that face and we'll come back to that. Alright, so just getting a little bit of stuff in geometry there. Okay, so I want to do some fins. And I'm thinking about putting them on here. And I know that may be not cool, but I'm gonna probably do it anyhow. And see how I like it. So I'm just going to grab that edge there and my 3D cursor there actually. Yeah, and I'm going to bring in a plane and look from the side and rotate Y 90 and scale it down. And here's what I'm thinking. And that one I'm going to bring back. Yeah, that's more what I want, but scale that in the Y. Actually, I can have it bigger than that. Let's start with that shape and extrude it like that. Flip those. And before I go too far, I'm going to, well, yeah. Before I go too far, I'm going to throw in a couple of edge loops just like that. And then we'll come up and we will round these. How do I want that? Yeah. I'm just thinking about whether or not I actually want it thinner on the top here. Scaled in the X like this. There's not that much difference really. Maybe I'll scale that out in the X a bit. I don't know. Okay, let's drop those in there and let's come back to this now. Take this one. Easy stuff, the usual. Okay, I'm just going to round this off. Nothing special about the modeling going on here. It's just the usual, as I said. Control B and round that up nicely like that. It's enough, I hope so. And then we're going to come all the way around and get all of the edges on both sides. Just like this, going around. Okay, now we're going to bevel, Control B, and let's roll back to 0 and have 1, 2, maybe 3. There's a bunch of edges in there, probably don't need that many, but okay, that. And now I've still got these, and what I was thinking of, I just leave them right there. I don't know, maybe I'll take this one, GG, edge slide it up. It didn't make much difference. We take those and Control B, we're going to split them like that, and E and Alt S and pull, and just not cross them over. And then I'll take these edges here and I'll zoom in a bit and I'll Control B like that, and then I'm going to come in here. I'll put one there and there. I'll come back to both of them and Control B, but I'll roll back to 0 and just split them like that. Okay, Now I'm going to add a bevel, and I'm going to add auto smooth, and maybe I will also need this weighted normal. So we see a little bit of something. I'll put a different color on there, make it stand out a little bit. And anyhow, that's what I got. Now if I increase that, I'm just going to add geometry to that, really. Okay, well, let's go with that, and then let's take a cube. Yeah, a cube. I haven't used a cube for a while. And do something with that as a support. Like I was thinking of this kind of thing. Let's go to the back. Sort of center that. And take that down a bit. And let's actually center it like that. Okay. And here's what I'm thinking. I'll come to there. I'm just going to E and S. E, and bring it down. Like that. And let's not do both of them. Let's just grab this one. Bevel these by hand. 1, 2, 3, maybe. This, same thing. And this. I'll deal with shading in a bit. I'm going to scale this in the X a bit and change my curvature a little bit, but I don't care. Actually, in the Y too. And maybe I'll make it come up a little bit more, because there's something I want to do here. I'm bring it up. I'm going to put a bolt there. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I think that, not that way, the more I think this is going to come down. Okay, all right, let's save that and keep moving. All right, let's just let's do this. Circle 16 is going to be just fine. I'm going to rotate Y 90, pull it out, scale it, and press 3 to look from the side. Yeah, I'm going to do something like this. All right, here's what I'm thinking. Again, easy. Extrude, E and S, extrude, F, and Control B. Put a few edges there. I'm not really watching my polys. I could get by with less, you know. But, what am I doing? Shade smooth, and we'll flip those. And you know what? I'm actually going to bevel there. Yeah, all right, let's push that in and see what it looks like. You know, just have some geometry there. Okay, so let's take this and shift S, cursor to selected, and then that way my 3D cursor is right there, and origin of 3D cursor, and then I can mirror that. And so let's just start having a look at that. I can slide this along and see where I like it. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so if that was the case, what I could do is I just want this around here, and I may even have it on all 4 sides. So let's put the 3D cursor, let's select that because it's symmetrical. Control 1 to look from the back. My 3D cursor is right there. I do see it tapering down, so that's good. Let's set the origin of 3D cursor, and let's switch to 3D cursor and Shift D, rotate Y 180 for that. And I'm going to join those and Shift D, rotate Y 90. I'm thinking about putting them on all sides. Let's see if that looks any good. I'm not sure about this cut in there. At least I can put a different material. And then let's do the same thing with this, these things, and we'll put them all in a collection or something like that. So let's, yeah, I don't know if I had to do that. Good enough. I'm going to come in actually, Shift D, rotate Y 180. So, oh, I didn't duplicate that, did I? Okay, never mind. Shift D, rotate Y, 180. Well, it is part of the same thing. Shift D, rotate Y, 90. Guess I could be doing some mirroring and all, but don't seem to be doing that. Now these guys, okay. For those guys, I'm going to apply that mirror and come in. No, I'm not. I'm going to set the origin of the 3D cursor and Shift D, rotate Y, the usual, like that. And we're going to grab these guys and these guys and these guys. Control J. There we go. And go in and Shift D, rotate Y, 90. Done. Now, of course, if I did these bolts in Substance Painter, which I don't think I would actually, but if I did, I would only do one. Then I'd copy it all around, so it didn't take up space. But that's kind of what I was getting at for that. I don't know if it looks weird having them on this device, but I'm thinking there'd be some kind of jets. What do you call those things? You know, to push out some air so the rocket or the thing could change so that this thing doesn't have to change its, you know, its angle to turn. Those little jets would cause that. Does that make sense? I want to do something here. I want to fix this up. I'm going to take that, not that. Median points, scale it down, and I'm going to move that one back. And I'm going to bevel this more. I want that much more rounded, like that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going for. And I'm thinking that little area is not very visible at all. And I'm thinking, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm going to hide what's going on here. Oh boy, I don't know why that's there. Let's select all of these. And let's move these into Propeller right now. So everything's okay. Go hide Propeller and get rid of that. I don't need that. Here's what I'm thinking. I might want to sacrifice this. I don't know if I should and if I want to, but I'm probably going to, let's see. Actually, I may have needed that or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna make an indentation here. Scroll back to 0. I want it relatively big. E and Alt S. I'm gonna pull down and pull that in a ways. Probably bring an edge loop in here. It's not quite circular. Let's try loop tool circle. No, I don't like that. Okay. I think that's okay as it is because of the funny geometry there. That's okay. I'm going to bring the propeller back and I'll just close this up and put some bolts around there. So let's do that. Let's hide the propeller again and let's come back in here. Well, we'll think about that later. I might push this whole unit in further. But for the moment, I want some bolts. I kind of like those ones, to be quite honest with you. So I think I'm going to try this. And I hope it doesn't look bad with a mixture of different types. Shifty. And this is not even a really good one. I'd probably rather have a hex bolt there. Anyhow, let's break that out. And what do I got? Just that one. All right, let's rotate Z90. And let's get rid of the propeller for now. Oh, it's in propeller, sorry. Okay, let's take that and just move it to just collection. And let's look from here and kind of position it. And then from here. And I'll rotate it. Let's see what it looks like there. Looks okay. Now, I just want to focus just on that. To spin this, I don't know if I just don't know enough about Blender and spinning, but non-manifold geometry. But my understanding is I have to put a face on this in order to spin it properly. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems to be the way it works for me. The 3D cursor is right in the middle. So I think I'm going to go ahead, save, and turn on my spin in the Y, and do 360, and 12 sounds good. So let's then recalculate outside, and let's go back to here, and then that. And I know there is a simpler way to select all these faces, select similar something, but I forget what it is, and so I'm just going to go around, and now I'll delete the back face. And I've done it. I got those bolts there. Let's save and bring back the propeller. It might be too much with these ones there. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know. I think I'm going to delete these. I can make them again if I want to. I like these ones, the way they stick out a little bit more and match that. And I'm wondering if they should have been there too. I don't know. But that's what I'm coming up with for the moment for my machine. So I do want to pull that in, I think. So I'm going to see, select the propeller. I'm going to see if I can just slide it in. And then have that. Now, this ring is just floating here. It's not attached in any way. And so what I was also thinking I would do is take one of these, Shift D, pull it down, break it out, and start using this piece, but with some modifications. I was going to have it back here so it wasn't in front of the blades. And look from 3 and wireframe, and then what I was going to do is I was going to make it quite a bit narrower. And I look from the back, this way. I feel like it's not straight up and down, but I could be wrong. Straighten it for the moment. And I was also thinking I would delete those faces, Shift D. I want to rotate Y 180. I'll bring it up. I'll select that edge and Control E, bridge edge loops, and I will get rid of these. Not that it's so important for me to get rid of stuff because I waste a lot of polys. And then I'll adjust the size and I'll pull that down. So I'm going to scale a bit more. That would come in. I basically want it like that kind of. Okay, so it's just a question of the dimensions that I want for this thing. So what I want to do here is I don't want it that wide. I don't know if wide is the right dimension to be using. I don't know if it's any quicker doing it this way, because I'm not sure I like that shape either. I'm just going to scale that in the X. Okay, but anyways, what I was thinking of doing was taking that. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I might need to have auto smooth on there. Yeah, that was bothering me. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look from the back. My 3D cursor's there, right? Okay, so I'm going to Shift D, rotate Y 180. And with both of those, I'm going to join them. And actually, I'm going to go in. Shift D, rotate Y 90. So I got the whole thing, and then I was thinking of just rotating it in the Y and having it like just off, something like that. So, you know, there's something holding this to this. Does that look any good? Well, that's what it's going to be anyhow. That's holding that. Okay, so we got that going on. What have I missed doing? God, I mean, I could put stuff back here. I'd love to. I might, and anyhow, I might just do that. And while I'm here, I thought I would select something around there and bring in another circle. 16 is probably fine because I'll probably do a subdivision surface on this. Let's just look from the bottom. I want it relatively big, so let's now look from the back. No, let's just look from wherever. E to extrude will come down. E and S come in. And E and S, we'll just do that. Okay, this is going to be like an underwater camera. I'm just going to do that. I'll probably do Control 1. So have that part there. Make sure it makes contact. I might scale that in the Z. It's a bit more prominent. And then what I would do is I would bring in a UV sphere. I'm just going to leave the default values. I'm not going to worry about it. And let's see. Here's what we're going to do. UV sphere like this, and then what we'll do is just get rid of a few levels of this. Let's do faces there, and then let's try E and S. E just come in. Maybe I'll scale it in, and E and S and F. Just do that. Let's Control 1 that, and then no, you know what? That might not be wide. It might be. We're gonna find out. Let's throw in a couple of edge loops on this. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look from the side, and maybe I'll get rid of a little bit of this junk here. Okay. I'm just going to rotate it. Now I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to select there, Shift S, cursor to selected, and I am going to switch to 3D cursor, and I'm going to press rotate. You know what? That did not do me any good anyhow. That's fine. I'm just going to move it. And have it like, let's see, just position it. And stuff on the bottom. There we go. You know, and I could put bolts and things like that, you know, if I really wanted to. And there's our, there we go. I can move that to anywhere I want. Now, is that in the propeller? Probably is, but I don't care for the moment where that shows up. So that's what I have. And then sometimes what I would do, I'll just show you real quick. Is there anything in here? Yeah. Let's do this. Let's hide the propeller, select everything else. New collection. I'm going to call it sub. Okay. Unhide the propeller. I'm going to drag that in. So now it's all under sub. And then all I'm saying is I sometimes would, well, first of all, I'm going to bring it up to about there. Now I'm going to bring it above that propeller. Okay, Shift C, there. And then what I'm saying is, what I would sometimes do then is just collection, it's in sub, bring another one in, and like rotate Z, you know, and just position it differently, and save an image for myself. Let's try Alt-R to reset that. Let's rotate Y 90. I see the other end. You know, Shift D. And rotate Z. Oh, not the same, almost the same. Let's go to there maybe, or something like that. You know, just so I can have different views, and I haven't increased my poly count. I can easily select that and delete it. You know, just so I can see the different parts of it and see what I feel I need to do. All right, so anyhow, that is what I got so far. So we're going to do a little bit more details on this in geometry. Of course, I'll do more, I think, in the texturing, decals and lights, stuff like that. And I'm going to have to start thinking about the top and the front of this. All right, so that's good enough for now. Thank you very much for watching. This is for Blender Challenge 20, of course, vehicle, and this is going to be my vehicle. So hopefully some of you will like to join that challenge for fun and show us your whips and your final renders. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. See you soon.